One of my favorite things about Beth is how open she is to any question I have in the world, because she's so knowledgeable. I seriously believe she's one of the most wisest people in all of Tallahassee, and she's so underrated. Nobody realizes how much of a genius she is. And I can ask her any kind of question ever about God / eternity / heaven / anything, and she answers it and or attempts to answer it, no matter how random or dumb it is. And I'm so thankful that she does that and that she's so patient with me through that.
I first met Beth going to Fulfilled Girls Crossfire Retreat, and I didn't know anyone at all at Crossfire, and I rode in her car, and the entire weekend she just kept checking up on me because she knew I didn't know anyone, and she was so caring, and I could tell that she really did care about me and wanted me to have a good time. And then I found out she was a leader at the Lakes, which I was going to, and so that was just awesome.
Okay, Beth has been such an influential person in my life. I remember when I first started coming to the Lakes, I was like kind of off and on, not like coming consistently, and I would come to a Bible study during the summer, and I was always so surprised because she remembered my name every time I came back, and I was always like, how does she remember me? And I felt so loved, and so that's what kept me coming back, because she remembered who I was and she recognized me, and she's like, Erica, how are you doing? And I was like, oh my gosh.
Beth was beneficial to me in a number of different ways. I would probably say, well, first start off and say the reason that Beth first came to the Lakes is because she looked at all the youth ministries in Tallahassee and was like, Ben needs the most help because he is the worst at this. And so I think that was her initial calling from God, was to say, he's not good, you should go help him. But Beth was tremendous, man. She was unbelievable. She was so consistent. She was so solid. She was so dynamic in her leadership. I mean, I could count her. All the girls could count her. I would say that she is very much the Rashad Green of the Lakes Youth Ministry. If you're a basketball fan, she is probably Dwayne Wade of the Heat. You know, to where if the youth pastor is LeBron, you know, you got to have someone that kicks you the rock at the last minute. So that is Beth, and Beth is tremendous. Beth was incredibly helpful and incredibly valuable. It's kind of hard to say in a short period how tremendous she is. So I just want to say, Beth, if you're watching this, thank you so much for everything that you've done to enrich the lives of so many people in Tallahassee, especially so many young people.
I met Beth when I was in the 8th grade, and Beth was different than most of the youth leaders I know. I just felt like I could really connect with her, and later on in that year, I found out that my best friend was diagnosed with cancer, and Beth really just helped me through that and showed me hope and showed me that even like when I felt like there was no hope, I really could have hope in God, and she really just helped me through my walk with Christ.
Some of the greatest memories that we've had together, I just loved going to Love at Work with her because she was always going to be our dorm leader. I'm so sad for next year because she's not going to be our dorm leader unless she comes back. That'd be awesome. I hope Beth does that. But it was just awesome because she like set the rules, but she let us do what we wanted. And honestly, kind of the rule was there is no rules, except by her doing that, it like made us want to be good. And then whenever we wanted ice, she would help us go get ice in the middle of the night when we wanted ice. And we would sneak around trees and stuff, and that was fun. Another thing at Love at Work, probably the best memories I had with Beth was at Love at Work. And it was like the first year that Wobble came out. And I was just wanting to do Wobble all the time, and Beth is awesome at dancing, and we were talking about Wobble, and Beth's like, yeah, Wobble, that stuff. And then I'm like, let's have a Wobble party, and everyone was like, that's stupid. But Beth is like, yeah! And I just like, so we had a Wobble party like 2 out of the nights, even though I wanted to have one every night. And Beth was like, yeah, but we have to make it special, so we can't have a Wobble party every night.
Mainly about Beth, I could always rely on her to be there for me, even as we grew not as close throughout the years whenever I got closer to other people, but I just knew that she was still there for me no matter what, and I'm just going to miss the person that I'm going to be able to rely on.
Some of the memories that I have of Beth that I appreciate the most, I'll say, is that, one, Beth was always a great friend to me, and besides that, Beth was always someone who, when everybody else wouldn't tell me what I needed to hear, whether it was something that I said that was inappropriate on stage, or whether it was something that I should probably do differently or think differently, when a lot of the people are going to hold back and not say it because you're the leader, Beth was always a person that would just say what needed to be said for the benefit of the ministry. So that's what I appreciate about Beth. In terms of memories, I mean, I have tons of great memories, tons of great conversations. So it's hard to say one specific thing, but I mean, just I would say the best thing would be her friendship and the value that she added to me as a person.
But my favorite thing about Beth is just her willingness to serve and not expect acknowledgement for it. She does so much and so much for me, and she doesn't even expect to be thanked. That's just so awesome.
She influenced me so much throughout my life, like as I was in her Bible study, and she helped me let go of one of the things that I was like struggling so hard, like holding on to. And as I became a leader, she helped me with that. And
if you were at all helped or touched by Beth in your life, then man, you need to tell her that, because she has given behind the scenes. You have no clue how much she's thought and helped and prayed and just done a million things besides lead your small group or have a conversation with you outside of it. I mean, she's one of those people that you always know is going to be doing what she needs to do to help you, whether that's seen or unseen. So tell her thank you. And Beth, thank you for everything that you've done for me and for all the ministries that I've been a part of.